MovieWeb.com.
So now, was this project a personal thing for you to take on? I mean, did you feel a personal connection to the story when you first read the script?
No, not really. I think, no, I can't say. I think it's personal in the sense that ultimately it is a conflict between keeping a friendship and keeping your ideals and what you stand for. And I think that conflict, a lot of us go through a lot of times. Should we keep a friendship with a person who seems to have undercut us somewhere? Should we be close to the same family member who seems to be spreading gossip about you? Should I stay warm with a colleague at work who seems to be, bitching about me behind my back about, at work? And invariably we tend to go with the friendship, go with the family member, go with the colleague, because we want social approval. We want to be loved and liked. And if it means compromising our ideals a little bit, it doesn't really matter. I think in that respect, this film would be personal to anyone. But did I feel a special pull towards this film? No, not especially.
Well, it's interesting that he actually goes with his friend at the end. Why do you think he did that?
He goes with his ideals at the end. He doesn't go with his friend at the end.
His idea is he doesn't want to shoot the guy then.
Oh, I see. No, well, it's clear that that friendship is broken forever, because he knows the kind of betrayal he's had to endure from this man. And at the end of the film, you know that he's through. He's through with that friendship, and he is now free to pursue the path that he was almost turning his back on or shutting his ears to, kind of thing, which is the path of being a freedom fighter for the country and saying no to the British, so to speak.
Well, why do you think he was okay with letting this woman get sunk to the bottom of this lake?
He certainly wasn't, but at that point he was still in the grey area between friendship and what's right, what's the right thing to do. So I think that's a place that all of us have been in, where you stand by your friend, although you know he's done something wrong, and at the end of it, at some point you say, listen, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to cut you off at this point because I'm getting too deep into this. It's a sort of a dramatization of that dilemma, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I'm interested to know, in that culture, when he doesn't shoot the guy and he's claimed a slave for the rest of his life, is there going to ever be a chance for redemption for somebody like that when this happens to him?
For the Linus character?
No, for TK's character. I mean, they say he's a slave forever if he doesn't shoot this guy.
Yes.
Is there ever going to be any chance for redemption for the rest of his life, or is he subjected to that?
Well, he understands that he's not a slave. He rises beyond the so-called sage words of the village, and he realizes that's not true. You don't have to kill someone to be freed. You just have to free your mind, and he does. He ascends far above both the people in his village and Linus's character. At the end, he belongs to neither. He just belongs to his higher calling, which is about truth, righteousness, and duty. I think that he does transcend his village, his father, and all the other people in his village.
Well, the truth ceremony, is that based on reality? Is that something they would actually have you do?
I spoke to Santosh Sivan about that. Apparently it is, but I don't know whether it's still practiced. India never ceases to surprise me. It might still be practiced in some corners of the country. I don't know, but apparently it is embedded in the truth.
Was it hot when they made you stick it on your tongue? Or did they fake that out?
I'm going to keep that a secret.
Yeah? Okay, well, one last question before I get done. Are you still playing rugby, or is that something you're interested in?
Yes, I've been playing for India for the last 10 years. We have a tournament on the 10th of June in Thailand. It's a quadrangular with the Philippines, Pakistan and Thailand. I don't know if I'm going to make the team, but the selections happen on the 20th of May, and I'm in training right now.
Awesome. So is it easy to coordinate that with your acting?
You just have to be cold-blooded about it. You have to just say, okay, these 2 months I'm not going to act. I'm going to be doing my rugby, and then I'm going to give myself 15 days to heal, and then I'm going to do movies after that. So it's, you just have to be, beginning of the year I get very cold-blooded and I segment my life according to my likes and dislikes.